man. So now we have KG, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce versus Kyrie Irving and LeBron James.
Woo! Good bump.
That's a good one, man. So just mind people, this is 2008 version of KG. We ain't talking MVP. We ain't talking uh later Timberwolves or Brooklyn Nets. We ain't talking about that. So we got KG a little after his prime, 2008 championship year. Paul Pierce, same thing, a little after their prime championship year. Versus 2016 Kyrie. This ain't the polished Kyrie we got now. This is young buck Kyrie, 41 in the finals Kyrie, and 2016 LeBron James too. So this ain't Heat. This ain't now LeBron. This ain't young Cavs LeBron. It's a championship in Cleveland. Cleveland, this is
This
for
is
you. We got that LeBron. All right.
yeah.
What we looking at in this matchup? How you see this playing out?
This one is actually very tough. I know some of the people younger than us gonna just be like Bron and Kyrie, like 2016 LeBron Kyrie. I know they're gonna say that automatically. But what you're not thinking about, number one, KG can guard. I know that's LeBron, but that's KG. He can guard. That's his thing. He defensive. He a defensive stopper. He ain't just gonna let nobody kill him. You know what I mean? Not saying Bron can't get a bucket on him, but KG is going to guard. But the other thing people ain't thinking about, Kyrie got to guard Paul Pierce. And I'm willing to bet Paul taking him to that block.
Oh yeah.
Like, you too little. I'm sorry, Kai. Like, Kai, I love Kyrie. When Kyrie get the ball, it's going to be tough for Paul, too. But Paul can also guard, but it's going to be tough. I don't want to see Kyrie in space neither. But Paul going to take Kai to that block. Like, and this is back in them days where they wanted Paul to, like, back to the basket, little guards and stuff. Like, they was playing like that back then. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of tough, for real, for real. It's tougher than people probably think. Like,
Yeah.
KG and Paul play D.
Yeah.
And it ain't nothing Kyrie. I ain't gonna say it ain't nothing he can do, but it's hard for Kyrie. It's gonna be hard for Kyrie to stop Paul if he get back to the basket.
I think if we're being real, this matchup can come down to Kyrie and Pierce.
That's
Like,
the whole thing.
yeah, because on the defensive end for both of them, it's gonna be a long night. Like you gonna have to, because Pierce's footwork ain't keeping up with Kyrie and his handles.
Mm-mm.
Like it's gonna be tough. So you're gonna have to just use. I think he's like 6'8", so you're gonna have to use all that 6'8" length and however much he weighed, like 230 or whatever, to make sure Kyrie has a tough time. And even Kyrie at that point, he was still polished mentally to just be a problem. Like, I don't care who you were, bro. So for him to have Klay Thompson, like a legit defender, so he's about the same height, probably weigh a little bit less. You ain't doing nothing with me. Andre Iguodala line you up too. Pop, pop, get you out of here. Uh, who else on that Warriors team? Sean Livingston, you 6'7". I don't care. Get a bucket too. Line them up. Draymond Green, that was cute. Yeah, you DPOY. I'm Kyrie Irving. Get this bucket too. Kyrie lining everybody up, bro. So that's gonna be the tough one, bro. Like, and I don't think people thought about this too. The young ones, at least. The reason why Bron had an issue and couldn't do anything in the East because of that Celtics team.
Facts.
Like he shifted stuff because he saw the Celtics and it's like, what? We gotta play against them? Hey, wait. Let's we gotta handle these boys. We can't do this no more. So I know this ain't that era LeBron, but still, like, put respect on that 018 young people because Ticket is one of the few people. I'm willing to say this. Ticket is one of the few defenders in history that I feel comfortable saying can legit guard 1 through 5. Not the modern day 1 through 5. I'm talking about 80s, 90s 1 through 5, and today's 1 through 5. Like I can put him on the Ja Morant, Steph Curry. I feel cool. I put him on a Shaq, Kevin McHale, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem, and I feel cool. I could put him on LeBron. I could put him on Reggie Miller. Maybe not Reggie, because Reggie run around the screens. But
Yeah.
I feel
But
comfortable.
I would switch a screen with KG. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, that's K switch. Switch everything. Like, and you know, I based a lot of my game off KG. And now I am that player. Like, even over here overseas, when I'm in the game, my coach will come. I'd be like, "You go get so and so, and with you switch everything." That's what they said. I've been told that like so many times in my career. With you, switch everything, and that's what KG is. Okay, go get Perk, play the 5, switch everything.
Yep.
I'm telling you that. If I could talk to KG right now, I guarantee he done heard that before. Okay, go get so and so. You play the 5, switch everything, and
Yep.
just guard. It don't matter who they're playing against. And you ain't saying that about everybody,
No, no, no.
because Rudy Gobert got multiple DPOYs. You think they're going out there like, hey, Rudy, switch everything. With you, switch everything. All right. All right. Them boys going to point at you, Rudy, at the top of the key. You, go set this screen. Go set this screen. Bring that tall French dude up here with you. But yeah, KG, French toast. Hey, that's funny, boy. Hey, that is funny. Why has nobody ever said that? Oh my god, boy.
Oh man. But
You
yeah.
hit with that one. Hey, boy. But yeah, man. You can't say that about everybody. KG definitely is one of the guys you could just be like, switch everything for real.
Yeah, I think Ticket might be well. He's not number one, but he's one of the best defenders, period, of all time. But also specifically bigs. He
Yeah,
might
for
be
sure.
number two. He might be number two. That's a conversation we're gonna have for later today. But
Yeah.
this is no slouch on the defensive end. We talking about Ticket. So y'all be like, oh, we switching. We're gonna have Kyrie against KG. It ain't that easy. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
So
Swear that.
you already know Pierce and Brown bumping heads, and they going some people gonna look at it and sound crazy, but like they gonna cancel each other out. I don't care what y'all talking about.
In a 2-on-2, yes, it's not 5-on-5.
Yeah, it cancels each other out. Like this is a whole different ball game here. So on the island, Pierce taking Brun, and it's gonna be a tough matchup for him. It's not gonna be a just 5-on-5. Like I think we used to seeing 5-on-5 Brun and see him just take over do stuff. Like
Right.
Brun gonna give him issues. Don't get me wrong, but ain't no easy just walk in the park for either side. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Like this way to play out. I see this being 11-7. Honestly, I think it's a little bit more of a gap than the first matchup we had. So
I was gonna say 11, 8, 9. It's gonna be close. Cause
the
this
reason
this
I
the
say,
thing. Go ahead,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
you got it.
All right. So this the thing that like I don't know, man. People might be mad at me because I'm really making my decisions in real time. This the thing that might kill for them, for KG and Paul Pierce. Paul can post up Kyrie. So now Bron got to help a little bit. And KG is knocking that mid range down. As we all should know. If you ever know anything about Kevin Garnett, a mid range left foot down, catch and shoot, that's money every time. He is not missing that, dog. That 2 steps in front of the 3-point line is going in every time. So now you talking about Paul posting up, Cambridge is gonna go to the other side, the other wing, like, all right, Paul, I'm over here whenever you kick it out. And that junk going in, bro. So Bron gotta help Kyrie on that block, or Paul just gonna put him in the rim. Like, it's gonna be a little too easy, you know what I mean? And then, like you said, on the reverse, Kyrie gonna get a bucket. I think Bron can obviously get a bucket, but there's no like straight up like, Kyrie just gonna kill Paul Pierce out the gate. Like, is he gonna get a bucket? Yes, don't get me wrong. But not the buckets Kyrie got to get is not the same buckets as Paul just catching the ball right here. Like, all right, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's going to be like 11-9, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. You changed my mind on that one.
11-10.
Here's what I think. So this is my pick, man. I think KG and them get it, and it's gonna be like you said, 11-9. But here's the reason why. So with me being a small guard, right? For me to put effort in on a post, it's like, okay, so here's the matchup, right? So we're talking about Pierce versus Kyrie. Kyrie going to work. He spent a lot of energy. This energy he's used to expending. He used to doing blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. Basically cardio work and a lot of more fast twitch stuff. So used to that. Pierce, not as much, but it is what it is. Now flip it on the other end. Pierce ain't finna play around with that, bro. Same thing like Bird, bro. I'm either finna take you to the post, get to my spot, and I'm here, or I'm big boying you in the post. And that's a different energy system that Kyrie got to use. That's gonna wear him down. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
banging, boom. Like, dang, bro, you get tired about 4 possessions of dealing with that. But here I think where the equalizer comes in. This ain't 5-on-5, and you got LeBron James going downhill.
It was tough.
So that I think I was thinking the Celtics duo, but you got 2016 LeBron.
Yeah.
So
It's a
I'm
big
gonna have to go with Kyrie
guy.
and Bron. 11, 11, 8, 11, 9. That's gonna be a tough one, but that's my pick for that one.
I don't know, bro. Part of me want to take the Celtics. I swear I do. Just for
I'm
that
with you.
Paul Pierce Kyrie matchup,
Yeah.
and KG gonna hit that jumper every time. I really like dog. The TikToker is gonna be mad at me, bro. TikTok is gonna hate me for saying it, but I really want to take Paul and KG. It's a mismatch. It's just a really bad mismatch. It ain't even like Kobe and Powell and Bird and McHale, where it's like we don't really like McHale on that jumper like that. If
Mm-hmm.
McHale was just a knockdown shooter, like we see that Powell is a little more skilled, you know what I mean? That mid range better, he could hit the three. So he could just kind of space out, let Kobe play one on one. It's the same thing, just Paul in the post. And KG space out, let Paul play one on one. But K knocking that down, like that midi is good, bro. And then like Paul and KG will have trouble guarding Bron and Kyrie too. But I feel like it's easier for Paul and KG.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, man. This is who the better players is Bron and Kyrie. But if we talking about this 2-on-2 setting and it ain't make it take it, who get ball first? Who is the higher seed?
Oh, let me double check it real quick. Kyrie and Bron got ball first.
All right, give me Kyrie and Bron. That made the decision. Give me Kyrie and Bron. 11-9, something like that. 11-9.
Yeah, man. I feel like if you're looking at the defense of the Celtics, I'm trying to talk myself out of it because I feel like I don't want to be recency bias. The Celtics defense on those two is special. This is tough. Okay, like you said, Kyrie Brown get ball first.
Mm-hmm.
How much better? This is an 8-year gap we're talking about now. How
Yeah.
much better is 2008 LeBron to 16 LeBron? Like it's leaps and bounds, like
Yeah,
easy.
it's way better.
Yeah,
That was his prime. 2016, 18.
yeah.
That second stint in Cleveland, if you ask me, that's his prime. I know people say Miami because of the MVPs and stuff, but basketball wise, I think that Cleveland stint, his second stint in Cleveland, his best years, easy. Like
Mm-hmm.
just him as a basketball player individually, I think that was the best version of Bron. So, and then this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's a whole different conversation. But that version of LeBron is the best basketball player ever, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk accolades and status and all that another time. But we talking about an individual playing basketball, that version of LeBron better than any other basketball player that ever walked the earth. I'm sorry to tell you. So that's my thing on that too. It's like Bron gonna get off. This Bron was big too, dog. Like he just slimmed down a little bit. I don't know if people remember.
Mm-hmm.
This Bron was like
Yeah,
taking the
bro.
ball with the little carrying it like a football, folks trying to hold him back, layup, and one. He laying it look like it's regular. I'm like, yeah, man, that Bron, that's the best. So that aids in their argument too. But KG was
Dang.
not the best version of himself. because that's it. That was in Minnesota. He was still, prime into his prime. Paul was also nearing the end of his prime. So, but they still had it. You know what I mean? That's why they was able to go to the finals back to back and play against Kobe. But after that, that's when it kind of went downhill. So they was in the tail end of their prime right there. But this is the bench version of Bron and Kyrie, literally. So it's tough. That's why I said like they got first ball. It might be them.
Okay, let's. I want to put it like this because I made my answer, but I don't feel good about it. So
I don't feel good about it.
You gotta look at Celtics defense versus Cavs offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be the big highlight conversation to be had. But you also play the other half of the floor, so you gotta look at Celtics offense versus Cavs defense. Which of those sides outweighs the other? And as good as the Cavs offense is, the Celtics defense might be just as good.
Yeah, for this, yeah.
Yeah. And so flop it on the other end. The Celtics offense, it's a notch better than the Cavs defense. So I just talked myself out of it, and I'm going with the Celtics.
So this is another thing that I ain't really touch on, but people always talk about Bron ain't a one-on-one player. He's not good at ones, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And you know why that is? I want to tell people why that is. It ain't just because Bron is simply a 5-on-5 guy, which, I mean, obviously he is a 5-on-5 guy. He's best in 5-on-5. But the Melos and the KDs and the Jason Tatums of the world, they're one-on-one guys. Like, meaning, give him the ball, watch out, he'll get a bucket. This is why Bron ain't going to get in the kings of the courts and stuff like that with them guys like we see when Team USA get together and stuff like that. Because don't nobody want to see Bron run at the rim, play off two, and lay the ball up. All the guys that play ones play like guards when they play. All of them. Kyrie get out there and KD guard KD because KD going to play like a guard. He's not just going to use his height and, like walk Kai to the basket because that's lame. And that's real. It is lame. Don't nobody want to see that. Don't be like that. Play like a guard, hoop, you know what I mean? But if we put money on the line or something like that, I bet somebody start getting to that rim or posting up or whatever. Because when we see the videos of them playing ones, what they do? They all middies or shooting over the top. They showing off their moves, spinning, fading. But ain't nobody trying to just see like Joel Embiid take 2 dribbles, hop step, pump fake, layup, because nobody's stopping that. We know you can do that, Joel. We know you can do that. We don't want to see that. Bron the same way. So don't nobody want Bron to be, because Bron is not no one-on-one guy like that, like them other guys. He's not taking the fadeaways and the step backs and the tween-tweens into, all that. He's not that guy. But if he wanted to, he could get in there, put his head down on that little, and then rip and go, 2 dribbles, bump you, layup, and it's going to work every time. It's going to work. None of y'all are big enough to stop that bump when he goes to the basket. And then even if you is, he going to pump fake you, you going to foul him, or you're not going to go for it, he going to lean in and go. Like, it's not hard. Don't nobody want to see that. You know what I mean? It's lame to play like that. But if we was going to like really put them in these 2-on-2 situation, Bron could do that. Even the KG, even the Paul Pierce. We all seen that picture. I'm going to find it when I post this clip. That picture of Bron in Miami driving and Paul Pierce got him by the shoulders like this and he can't stop him. Bron can do that all the time. All the time. That's how strong he is. So, yeah, man, it's just that's part of it too. We ain't really get into that because it's kind of like a given that Bron can get a bucket when need. But Bron can always just run at the rim, play off 2, and he can score. It's just if he gonna do it, or if we gonna be cool and like everybody just play like guards, play their game. That's when it's gonna be cool. But then, like I said, we said Paul Pierce posting up Kyrie, which he probably will. So Bron probably rim running and scoring. Hate to tell you. That's the other part of it too.
I kind of want to pause and come back because I keep flip flopping in my mind, bro. I'm like,
It can go either way. Honestly,
yeah.
it can go either way.
I think so. First, I was thinking like, all right, who has an easier job of scoring? And at first, I like the Cavs 'cause they had the better offense, but I was like, Kyrie has to work a little bit harder to get his buckets off, just a little bit. It ain't no strenuous. I got to do extra, blah 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 the whole time. But compare that to back, back, back,
Mm-hmm.
lay. I'm saving effort on the other end of the floor now.
This lane.
Lame, but I'm trying to win the tournament, bro. Like,
You're right, exactly. You trying to win. So if we trying to win, we trying to win. That's all it is. If we trying to win, that's what it is. Now we could all stand around and let Kyrie play 1-on-1,
mm-hmm.
and he gonna get buckets. But if we trying to win, not saying we ain't gonna win like that, he can still do that at points. But if we trying to win, all right, Bron gonna check up, dribble back a couple times, and come full speed, and cross over, ball. You know how hard that is to stop.
Yeah.
That's impossible to stop. So, yeah, give me Bron. That's why folks ain't out here playing 1-on-1 with Giannis Antetokounmpo right there. Right there. That's why you don't hear about that. Because Giannis ain't going to play like a guard. He ain't KD. That's not his game. I'm finna get to this paint, play off 2, and I might just dunk you. If you don't chest up and be strong, you might get put in the rim. So, yeah. First ball go to the Cavs. I'll take the Cavs. In a close one.
Part of me still want to take the Celtics, but I'm gonna stick with the Cavs, man. Just for the sake of moving on, I'm gonna stick with the Cavs. So,
Cool.
Ooh, man,
It's
a little
tough.
bit rougher than I thought. So now we got to go back. So now we have Kobe and Shaq, number 1 seed versus Powell and Kobe.